6 months, I would have been pregnant if it was up to him. What's he like? What? Like what? Like what? Like what? Like what? Like tell me. I sent her my location. I'm like, I just have a bad feeling about this because I don't know what he's going to say. Mind is racing. I don't know what he's going to say. Hey, how goes it? It's me, the real Aja P.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding.
It's not me unless I do the video over again because I don't like it. That's just me. Y'all should know that already. It has been so long since I had came and sat in this chair and did a video. My life is crazy. I used to think that my life isn't eventful enough to do story times, and life said, just hold on, I have something for you. I have not been in front of this camera in 3 months. I had gotten a new phone because my other one had broke. I had got fired on my day off just to get rehired. I had went and saw the biggest and the last standing black owned record store in all of Florida. It's just like, and then this situation happened that I'm going to talk about. Before we get into this video, I do want to say, please like, comment, and subscribe. Become a part of the family. You know, say I like your outfit, say I like your hair, say you like my makeup. That is our thing. You know this by now.
I hate your braids. I hate your lashes. Bitch, I hate that you gotta make sandwiches at night, bitch.
As well as I do want to say that in this story time, I'm going to be switching up some things around for the safety of myself and so this video does not get taken down. I had to wait to say this video because it's a little scary. My life, stranger danger, no. But my life was very much in danger, so I had to wait to tell this video. But other than that, let's get into this video. Let's go. Y'all, this is crazy. My life is crazy. It really is. So this time I think I'm just going to slow down a little bit and tell what's going on. So this had happened after I had got off of work one day. Yes, the same one that I got fired on my day off. Again, if it happened on a Friday, I would have been like, what is going on here? It's just like the movie. But yes, this had happened after I had got off from that same set job and I had went to the gas station. I wanted to pick up some stuff like a Polar Pop and some other things. And I just wasn't in the mood, but I had to stop. So I had went to the gas station and there was somebody already in talking to this guy behind the counter. Now, I initially wanted to speak to the girl, the same girl from the story time with Nelly that he messed with. Yes, I don't have no problem with her, but I haven't seen her in a while, so I didn't want to speak to her. But when I had went in, I saw that there was a new guy behind the counter. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I get my stuff and I'm waiting in line. Now, as I'm waiting in line, you can't help but hear the conversation with the person in front of me. And I thought the person behind the counter was so nice. He was so sweet, so patient with the guy that was in front of the counter because he didn't really speak English that well. So he was so sweet, so kind with him. And I was like, oh, that is so nice. So many people say I have a nice personality at work. So I'm like, oh, this is how it must feel to have like that good energy and having a good person, you know, at the job that gives off and feeds off that good energy. So I'm like, oh, that is so nice. So after he was finished, he had left and I walk up. And as soon as I walk up, the guy behind the counter busts out laughing. He is just chuckling and I'm just like, what's so funny? Like, what is so funny? So I'm thinking it's the person that had went in front of me. So I'm like, what's so funny? What he do? So he's like, oh, no, it's nothing. It's nothing. And I'm like, nah, I need a good laugh. Like, what's so funny? What's so funny? He's like, nah, it's nothing. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Hey, I need this and this and this. So while he's getting some stuff for me, he was like, you know what? If you really want to know, I'll tell you. And while he's saying that, somebody walks in. He was like, I'll tell you after this customer leaves if you really want to know. And I'm like, yeah, I do want to know. I'm nosy. Like, I want to know what was so funny. What did he bust out laughing for? So he finishes with me and then he helps the customer behind me. So I'm walking around the store a little bit while he finishes with her. And when she leaves, I come to the front, tiptoeing in my heels.
My motherfucking bag, tiptoeing in my heels.
What you do, girl?
Tiptoeing in my heels.
What you do, girl?
Tiptoeing in my heels.
What you doing, girl?
Tiptoeing in my heels.
But I come to the front, I'm like, okay, tell me, like, what was so funny? What was so funny? And he says, nothing was funny. It's just that you are so beautiful that it took me off guard that I couldn't do anything but laugh. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like, oh my gosh. And I'm also like, oh my gosh, because I look a hot mess. Like, I look a hot mess. I had just got off of work. I do like trucks, so I'm moving boxes. My face legit is sweating. I look legit a hot mess. I was hot and I look a mess. Like, I looked a hot mess. So I'm just like, oh, thank you. That's so sweet. And he was like, yeah. And, you know, you said you need to laugh. I hope everything's all right with you. I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, you know, just life be life. And he's like, yeah, that's true. It do be life. And I'm like, yeah, life be life. And I don't want to compare, you know, we don't compare people downfalls, well, upbringings, so we don't compare the downfalls. Meaning, like, when people are doing good, you don't say, oh, they're doing better than me, they have this and they have this. You're not supposed to compare that way. So I'm not going to compare when I'm doing bad, like, oh, they're doing worse than me, so I shouldn't be that bad. No, it's bad for me. I'm feeling it. In my life, it's bad for my life. So I'm going to feel how it is for me. Yes, I'm going to get over it. Yes, I'm going to get better. Yes, I know that it could be worse, but I'm going to feel it because it's bad for me, for my life. And while I'm saying that, he's saying the, you know, the cliche, oh, it could be worse. And I'm like, yeah, but it's bad for me. And he's like, yeah, I can understand that, but it could still be worse. Just look at me. I just got out.
And
Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. You know, okay. Okay. So he's like, yeah, I just got out and everything. So I'm like, oh, you look good, because they say that the streets can age you, jail and time can age you too. And he looked so young and youthful and vibrant. And I was like, wow, you look so good. And he's like, yeah, you know, I did 16 years.
And
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm like, again, you look so, wow, it doesn't look like it. You look so good. He's like, yeah, you know, I kept the faith. I have faith in me and everything. And I'm only 34. So, and I'm just like, so I'm like, okay. All right. You know, all right. So I'm doing the mathematics. And I'm just like, okay, all right, okay, all right, you know, all right. But he's like, I kept the faith and, you know, God on my side. So that's why I'm like this. He's like, well, if I can ask, how old are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm 28. My birthday had just passed a couple of weeks ago and everything. So he was like, oh, happy belated birthday. I said, yeah, now I want to know your sign. So I'm like, happy belated early birthday. Like, what's tea with you? This whole time, I did not realize I did not have my lights on. I'm like, why does it seem so dark? Because I did not have my lights on. Sorry. Continuing the story time. I was just basically like asking to figure out his sign. And he was like, oh, my birthday just passed. He's an Aries. So I'm like, oh, my sister's an Aries and everything. So he's like, yeah, we're talking about that. And I'm walking out and he's like, oh, well, you know, if you see me around, I work here and everything like that. So if you see me and everything like that, you know, you can always just, you know, just speak to me and everything like that, da, da, da. And I'm a person, I always have been ever since I was younger. Back in middle school and high school, I used to tell the girls, I'm a person, if I like you, I will make that first move. I will let you know. Yeah. The one that had my first kiss, I'm like, was my boyfriend and everything. In that story time, I still have it. It's an old, terrible story time. But the old story time, I even said I had came up and asked him to like talk, let's date, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, even though it wasn't real, I was the first one that came to him, because I don't like wasting time in the fact of who's to say that I'm not supposed to make the first move to find my soulmate. It could be the fact that I just had to make the first move to find the love of my life. And all the time that I could have been crushing on a said person, we could have been in a relationship. Or that person could have not liked me and I could have moved on with those feelings to somebody I could or should be with. So it's just like, I never been the person to just wait for the guy to, sometimes they move too slow for me. So it's just like, let me make the first move. So I had said, well, can I get your number? Again, he busts out laughing. He is cackling. And I'm just like, what's so funny? Like, what is so funny? He's like, oh no, it's just, you're very bold and most women aren't like that, but I'm bold myself and I like bold women, so I like that. Yeah, can I get your number? I can give you my number and everything like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. And we swap numbers. After that, we are talking. That happened like on a Tuesday. Honey, this story time was very quick. So it happened on a Tuesday. And after that Tuesday, we are talking, we are texting on the phone, we are getting to know each other, FaceTiming, regular phone calls, just being on the phone for hours, just getting to know each other. And in a way, I thought it was a good thing too, because when I first met him, I'm like, oh, his spirit, it's just so bright. And I'm a person that's like, I'm bright too, but I was kind of not at my lowest, but I was low. With everything that was going on, me getting fired, I was kind of low. So I was just like, oh, how nice is it to have somebody to like bring you up, to water your flower when you're doing, bad and everything. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's something. And he even said, after I gave him, like, we swapped numbers, he was like, we're going to have to hang out. And after the first time we hang out, I'll really know. So I'm just like, know what? And he was like, it's just, I'll know. When you hang out with somebody, he's like, I'll know for sure then. I think I know, but I'll know for sure then. So I'm like, you know what? I'm supposed to be like your future wife. Like, what's tea? Like, what? Like, what? Like, what? Like, what? Like, what? Like, tell me. So situations like that and everything, I'm like, you never know. I'll be trying to find a sign in freaking anything. I'll be trying to find a sign in a stop sign. Like, there could be a sign in anything. So we are talking and getting to know each other, and he's telling me more about himself. And there are some things that he was saying that I did not know were red flags until the end. So yeah, but getting to know him, getting to know you.
Getting to know you. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. Getting to like you, getting to hope you like me.
But getting to know him. While we are speaking, he did say that he wanted to meet me again, like see each other again, let's meet. And I'm like, even though I know what you look like and I don't even know, I want to say who you are, but I know what you look like. I don't want to meet so quickly. And men, take note of that. Like, even though I just seen you, I know you are a real person, I don't want to hang out with you that quick. So I even told him I'm probably going to show the messages. I even told him, like, let's like talk a little bit. You want to hang out? Sure, let's hang out on the weekend because I'm free on the weekends. So I'm like, let's hang out on the weekend. And then we can see what happens there because, from Tuesday to the weekend, you might get to know me and you might realize that, hey, I don't like her like I thought, or she's not what I thought she was. So now I'm saving your time, me time, and us gas for gas money and everything like that to go and hang out and meet because we just realized that we didn't click just by talking. So we are having conversations and I won't say, but I found out, or he told me in a way, how he went to jail and what happened. And I wasn't really too upset. I know people was like, when he told you he was in jail for 16 years, he was young. He was like 17, 18. And at that time, as a boy, I know you were hanging out with the wrong crowd. We're more than likely hanging out with the wrong crowd, doing stupid things, thinking that these people were your friends and stuff like that. And guilty by association. And exactly what that was is what happened. You did some stupid stuff while you were young, and it really did bite you in the back. That's what did. With that, I did not really have a problem with getting to know him because I'm like, that doesn't define who you are. It doesn't. You came out, you changed. And when I said change, honey, he came out for 3 months. By that time, he already got his license. He already got a car. He already got a job. He was trying to get another job. He was trying to get insurance, or he was on his way with getting insurance. And it's like he was making moves. In the little bit of time, not even a week, he already kind of pushed me to where I'm like, dang, I need to do better. Because if you were in jail for 16 years and you got out and you have already obtained and just triumphed this much, and so much is against you already, and I need to do better. There should be no reason for anything to be stopping me or causing a hurdle if there was a grand hurdle for him and in 3 months he is already soaring. So he seemed like a really good man trying to get his life together after what he had did. So I did not find it as a problem. That could have happened to anybody in my family, the shoes that he was given, the ones that he put on. With talking, we did make it to where we were supposed to meet Saturday and hang out. Did not know we were going to do what we were supposed to meet Saturday. Well, the day before that, Friday, he was like, hey, you know, I just left this interview for this other job. You know, he asked me, have you ate? Have you ate yet? I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Not a man had asked me that before. Like, that is so sweet. But I had told him that I had already ate, and I didn't want to stop him from eating. So I'm like, if you're hungry, you can get something to eat. And afterwards, if you want to still hang out, we can still hang out after that and everything. And he was like, well, I'm not really hungry myself. I just really wanted to hang out with you and stuff. Why don't we go to the mall? We could walk around the mall, and then if we get hungry and stuff like that, we can eat then. So I'm like, cool, that is not a problem. That is so sweet. That is not a problem. Right, cool. Okay, go to the mall, and we're on the phone when we get there, and he parks right next to me. And again, there are some things that I should kind of notice as red flags, but I didn't. Now, he is very much a bold man. He has always said, and he has shown that there are times to where he is bold. I remember being on the phone with him, and he was taking care of his grandmother. And she was on the phone with like one of his aunts, and she was like, oh, you know, your aunt's on the phone and everything. And he legit said, the aunt that used to wear this kind of wig. It used to be like a bob, kind of stiff a little bit. That wig, is that the same one? And I guess she's on the FaceTime, and she was like, why would you say that? She right here. You could hear the aunt laughing. He's like, hey, auntie, that is the one that used to wear that stiff bob wig. Very bold. He is very blunt, very bold. So I knew that. So when we went to the mall, we are walking in, and he is like scanning my outfit, and all I was wearing was some mom jeans and like a crop top. So he was like, oh, you know, you don't dress like the other like 28-year-olds and everything like that. They be trying to be all young and out and everything and do all this, and you don't dress like that. You dress like a lady, like more mature and everything. So he's looking at my outfit, and he sees my shirt, and he was like, that's gonna have to change though. So I'm like, huh? He was like, yeah, that's going to have to change. You ain't not wearing no bra and everything. That's going to have to change. Like when you have a man around and stuff like that. Because with us talking, I had told him I never had a boyfriend before. Like nothing real. I've been catfished before, and the one with the first kiss and everything like that, it wasn't a real relationship. Nothing to where I showed my parents like, or been with them for years or even good months or anything. Like I never been in a relationship. So he was like, you know, being with a man and everything, you can't wear that and everything. You're going to have to put a bra on, da. And I had told him, honey, you're going to have to take me as I am. Because when you first met me, I wasn't wearing a bra either. And I said, I actually wore this on purpose, not really the outfit, but it's like I kind of wore to show you that this is how I am. I wasn't wearing a bra when you first met me. I never wear a bra. I'm not wearing one now. So it's just like, honey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not going to switch up. You're going to get what it is. Now I can understand sometimes when you do have a man, you might have to tweak some things a little bit, but I didn't want to come in already changing how I am just to show him like, this is how I could be with you. No, this is how I am. See how I am. If there are some things that might be a little bit OD to you, we can have a conversation about it. But this is how I am. I'm not going to change how I dress. Like him saying like, oh, you know, he mostly see me without makeup on because it has been hot. So he was like, oh, you know, I don't really do makeup and cake. I like makeup. I love makeup. It's fun putting on makeup. I wish I had more eyeshadows. Like, you know, I'm not going to stop that just because you said that. That's just me. And again, that's how you met me. No, Ron. If you didn't notice or really had a problem with it then, now that we're hanging out for the first time, it's not about to be a problem now. So it was just like a first kind of tink, like a, okay, that's a notice, a little flag that had went off. But we're walking inside and we're having conversation, and everything is going good until another conversation that always came up started coming up again, which was the fact that I was talking to somebody before him. Okay, I mean, I'm single, so I was talking to somebody before him, and I remember him being on the phone, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna go to this restaurant to get something to eat. I used to work there, so they're probably gonna give me a discount. So I'm like, okay, what restaurant? So he's telling me and everything, and he was like, yeah, I had worked there right after I got out. I was only there for like a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks, but he was like, you know, I could still come in there, the people know me, things like that. So I'm like, this restaurant by this place and everything? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. So he's like, well, why are you asking? It got to be a reason why you're asking. You can't say, because I told him, I was like, there's no reason. He's like, no, it has to be a reason why you're asking. What, you used to mess with somebody there? You used to talk to somebody there? And I was being honest because, again, he's so blunt. I'm going to be blunt honest. I always am. So I was like, yeah, I used to talk to somebody there, or, you know, tried talking to somebody there. And he was like, huh? And I'm like, yeah, I used to talk to somebody there. So he starts listing. He's like, is it this person? Is it this person? Is it this person? And I'm just like, why does it matter? And he's like, oh, it's all right. You don't have to tell me. I'm going to do my research. I'm going to figure out who. Is it this person, this person? And I say, I'm going to do my research because he did his research on me. When the first night that we started talking, and, you know, telling him my name, stuff like that, and, you know, if I'm from here, and just about myself. While I'm on the phone with him, I got a message from him, and he was like, and the message said, I'm going to put it up. It said, I'm not going to put my last name, but it said my first and my last name on IG. So while I'm on the phone with him, I'm like, whoever you tried to send this message to, first off, you spelled my name wrong, and he sent it to me on accident. So he was like, huh, what? I'm like, whoever you tried to send the message to, you accidentally sent it to me, and you spelled my name wrong. So he was like, oh, my bad, and everything. He's like, man, I done caught. And I'm like, yeah, you did. And he was like, my bad. I was sending it to my homeboy to do some research on you. So I'm just like, huh? And he was like, you know, I did time and everything. He's a little bit of a hood dude. I won't even say a little bit. He is a hood dude. First time to get this hood for me. Ooh, ooh. So he was like, I'm a hood dude, and, you know, I just want to make sure that you're not in the streets like that. Like, and if you are in the streets, who you be hanging out with? So I'm like, you could have asked me, and I would have told you. I don't be in the streets. I don't be in the streets. Like, that's just not me. Not me. No shame to the girls that do be in the streets and, you know, stuff like that, that be outside and with different, you know, people and stuff like that on the corners and stuff like that. Blah, blah, blah. But that's just not me. You know what I'm saying? That's just not what I do. So he was like, well, I just had to do my research and figure out you never could be too sure, and I don't know you yet, so you could be lying and stuff like that. Da 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 da. Again, that should have been a red flag, but I took it as, well, he did go to jail and he don't know me and he might just have to do that. And with talking to my brother, he was like, he has done that with girls before. So it's just like, okay, maybe I'm just green, you know, and I just don't know this kind of lifestyle. So it goes back to this situation when we're in the mall and he's just like, it's cool, I'm going to do my research, I'm going to find this dude out. And I'm just like, why? I legit told him, if I'm supposed to be now hooked on you, if we're supposed to be trying to establish something and figure out something between us, why are you worried about the next man that I'm not even worried about? If you're supposed to be taking me away from even talking to this dude, which you are, why are you trying to bring him up to figure him out? What are you going to do when you do find out who it is? What is that supposed to do? So that was a conversation that kept coming up while we were walking around the mall. He just kind of kept coming back to that of who this dude, who, oh, it's all right. When I found out who this dude is, oh, and he always used to say, like, I want to lock in with you, but it's just this one thing that's really bothering me. Why? Why? So we over here, we sit and we talk, and we are talking and again, getting to know each other more. And we're just talking about boundaries now. And I have my wall up still because I told him, like, you know, a lot of men has tried, even though so far you're putting, you know, pressure and you're there, but it's just like a lot of men have tried me, so I have this wall up and everything like that. And he's trying we're just figuring out boundaries. He's just saying, like, you know, I just really want to lock in, and I know we can lock in, and when we do, he just kept saying lock in, like that was his thing. When we do lock in, it's gonna be fine, and I could see myself really with you, and you're gonna have to meet my family, like we really can lock in, and when we lock in and we just gonna be together. He asked about, like, you know, how do you feel with kids? And I'm just like, I mean, they cute and all, but it's just like, I don't know if I want any, at least right now, or it's a back and forth thing of if I even do want any. So I'm just like, I don't know. He was like, I do want kids. And I'm like, okay, I could understand. He was in jail most of the time. Legacy. That's how a lot of men think my legacy needs to go on. And also for the fact of you are getting at that age. You are 34 to where it's like, and you don't have any kids. So I can understand. But he says, like, yeah, I want kids and everything like that. So if we lock in within like the next year or so, like that, like January, then yeah, I really want to put a kid in you. And
I can't do it. I can't. You are stressing me to hell. I can't. I'm done.
What? What is going on here? Huh? So I'm just like, wait a minute. And he's like, yeah, I do want a kid. Like, you know, one, like I'm getting older and everything. I'm like, that's understandable. So I said, do you even want to get married? Oh, we'll talk about that later and everything. No, we'll talk about that right now. We're going to talk about that right now. I'm like, that's not okay with me. He's like, you don't want a kid? I was like, even if I do have a kid, I always have a thing. And I'm not going or bashing baby mama community. I'm not. But my thing for me is that I don't want to be in a household with my family and I'm the only one with a different last name. That doesn't sit well with me. And I told him that I don't want to be with my family and everybody has the same last name but me. And he was like, you know, but like kids are forever and a marriage could be broken off and everything. And I'm like, okay, if you don't want the marriage anymore, you want the kid to hold us together. You hate me, but you want this kid to hold us together. A lot of men, sometimes it sounds like that's all they want. They just want the kid, the prize, the kid in the end. We don't have to be in a relationship. We don't have to have the love in the household. We don't have to stay together or nothing. All I want is a kid. That's it. Not the love, not the marriage, not the family. I just want the kid. And that's not okay with me. So I was telling him, like, yeah, that's just not it. Again, another flag that's kind of waving. I'm just like noticing, picking up these things. But I'm also like, if we did lock in, these are conversations, and there's a lot of things that I can do to prevent it, even if it wasn't like if we got together and birth control or something like that. Like, no, there's a lot of things that I can do and it's not even birth control. It's just I'm not doing that. Like, you know, I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm just not going to do it. So I'm trying to like, well, maybe it could still kind of work in a way. And if we do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure something out. So we're walking. And we're finally leaving the mall after we walk around having like a lot of conversation. I will say, in a way, he was a gentleman because those things were going off. But again, I've never been in a relationship. So walking through the mall and having this conversation, we were walking in stores and just looking at different things. And every time I picked up something, he was like, you want that? You want that? You want that? And I'm just like, no. He was like, you want something to eat? I'm like, I'm not hungry. He's like, you don't want nothing? You don't want a Cinnabon or ice cream or something? Like, you don't want nothing? And I'm just like, no, I don't want anything. Like, for real, there was a time when we had walked in the store and I think it was Spencer's, and I like Digital Circus and I like Hell of a Boss. They have Has Been Hotel. I'm a big fan of that cartoon. If y'all haven't seen it, look it up. But I'm a big fan of that cartoon. So I was in Hot Topic, and I'm looking at things, and I'm asking the employee there how if they have this certain stuff, things of that nature. Again, he's been locked up for 16 years, so he doesn't know about this stuff that I'm talking to her about. So he's just letting us talk. And after the lady leaves, you know, I'm looking at something. So he was like, "And what did she give you?" So I'm like, "Oh, it's from something on YouTube, you know, cartoon out about series and everything like that. You want that?" I legit had to, because he was looking at it in his hand, I had to take it out his hand, put it down, and about like shoo him out the store. Granted, to me, I'm like, oh, that is so sweet. I've never been with a man to where it's like, you can have whatever you like type of thing, even though it's not that serious, or in a way kind of getting upset that I don't want nothing. Like, you know, he can't, I guess, spoil me and everything. So it's just like, oh, that's very cute. But again, I'm just like, you know, it's trying to cover up the little red flags. This is when it starts getting, crazy. So we go outside and we're by the car because, again, we parked together. And we're about to leave after, you know, walking and talking and everything like that. I give him a hug and stuff. Sit in my car, and, you know, when you unlock the door, all the doors unlock. And it doesn't really lock again until you hit the lock or you turn on the car and you're hitting drive. So I get in the car, close the door, and he opens the passenger window. He opens the passenger door. So I'm like, huh? So he opens the passenger door, and he was like, yeah, just want to see your car. It's nice. And he gets in, and he's looking, and he's scanning my car. And he's like, yeah, it look nice. He go in the back seat, and he's moving some of the jackets that I have in the back seat. And he's like, women clothes. He looking and everything like that. Okay, this real nice. This is a real nice car and everything. This real nice. And I'm like, I know you did not just scan my car to see if, like, a man has been in it. Like, what are you doing? What's going on here? So he's like, yeah, this is real nice. Well, man, this is a nice little car. You might have to let me zoom off in it. Huh? You might have to let me drive it and everything. So what? After your car, first of all, is bigger than mine. What are you talking about? And I told him right then and there, no. One, because of y'all know from the story time, my car had just got stolen. It just hit a year a couple of days ago. A week ago. It just hit a year a week ago of my car getting stolen. Just hit a year. Nobody is driving my car. I'm supposed to be going on a trip with Bianca soon, and honey, we're taking a rental because I'm scared. Like, I'm scared. No. Nobody was driving my car then, and you're definitely not going to drive my car now after what had happened. So I told him, no, you're not going to be driving my car. I said, if anything, you could ride passenger and I'll drive around. He's like, man, this is a real nice car and everything like that. So he was like, all right, well, I was just going to say see you later and everything like that. I'll talk to you later. So I'm like, okay, talk to you later. He gets out of the car. Boom, lock it. I lock it immediately because it's like, what is going on? Why did you do that? Why are you, huh? Why? What is going on? So after that, I'm about to pull off, and he knocks on the passenger window. So I'm like, what's going on? This time, instead of unlocking, I'm rolling down the window. What's tea? Like, what's good? So choice of words. So let me rewind. While we were standing outside of the car before I had got in, we were talking a little bit before I gave him a hug to get in the car. And while we were talking, he was just like, you know, finna go, what are you finna do? I was like, oh, probably finna go home because I just got off of work. I said, and just relax a little bit, just chill and everything like that. So he was like, yeah, I'll probably do the same. He was probably going to hit some of that devil's lettuce, he said, and everything like that, So I'm like, okay, you know, cool. So he was like, do you do any dare stuff? Let's try to do that. And I said no. Like, no, I don't and everything. He's like, oh, I do the party kind. So I'm just like, now I may be green, but I'm not that green to know what the party favors are. So I'm like, you do party favors? Oh, I don't even like when people smoke cigarettes. And I don't. I stopped my sister. My sister used to smoke cigarettes. I got her to stop. My cousin, he smoked cigarettes and everything. He eventually stopped. Like, I don't do the cigarette smoke. I don't do the cancer sticks. Like, I don't do that. So I'm like, yeah, you over here talking about party favors, and I don't want you even smoking cigarettes. Like, no. He was like, oh, no, it's nothing serious. Like, it's nothing like that. It's nothing too serious. And I'm like, but a party favor is a party favor. And even though I'm green, I know what a party favor is. And no. So he's like, it's not even that, da. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. We got on a small conversation, and that's when I went inside the car. So now we're at where he's knocking on my window. So I roll down my window, and he's like a grandpa. Every time I say the story, I say the same thing. It's like an old, creepy grandpa. That's the feel I got right at that moment. It's like like how people, I don't know. It's like if you're at a friend's family reunion, and that drunk uncle is that's what it felt like. It's just like, ew. Because he sticks out his hand, and it's like candy. It's like Jolly Ranchers. It looks like in the individual wrap Jolly Ranchers, and it's gum slices, like still in the sleeve, but it's like loose gum. And he pulled that out his pocket, and then he has loose candy that's not in the wrapper, and it looks like Skittles, the freeze-dried Skittles. After talking to some people, it's not that at all. I'm not going to say what it is and everything, but yeah. And it looks like freeze-dried Skittles. So he was like, this is what I'm talking about. And in the moment, I looked at it, me being ignorant and green and dumb, I was like, oh, he does edibles. That's what he meant as the party favors. He does edibles. Me being dumb, my guardian angel is very much tired. Like, she be clocking in and she's very much tired of me. My guardian angel is tired of saving me, because in that quick second, I was going to ask him, oh, well, let me have one, because I thought it was edible. But then that second that it came, it left again. And I was like, no. One, because, honey, it's loose like this and everything. And I was just like, no, I don't really know what it is. But when I I was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, these are the party favors I do. It's just nothing but candy and everything like that, da. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So he was like, yeah, I just wanted to show you and everything. It's like, everything's good and everything. So he was like, you could leave. I'm probably going to go back inside, because his homeboy, he was going to see his homeboy after this. His homeboy wanted something from the mall, like a Cinnabon or something like that from the mall. So he's like, he's probably going to walk in and get it and then go to his homeboy. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And I drive off. I later talked to him, because I just asked him, like, let me know when you get home safe, or you get to your homeboy's house safe and everything. And he did it. So I had messaged him, and then I had called him. And I, talked to the homeboy a little bit, nothing too major. You know how all homeboys are. Oh, I feel like she gonna work for you, bro. She gonna help you out. Like, she gonna, ground you. She sound like a good woman. Da 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 da, like they always do. Trash out the mouth, very much gutter. So he does one of those. Okay, cool. After I had the conversation with him, I told him, hey, when you get home from your homeboy's house, just text me or call me. You can call me. If I don't pick up, just text me, because I'm probably asleep. So he was like, cool. I think he had messaged me that night, and he was like, oh, okay, or whoa, or something like that. And I was like, you okay? Because, what happened? And I didn't hear from him. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So during that time, that happened on a Friday. Now it's Saturday. And we started talking on Tuesday. And from that time, most of the time, he would sometimes say good morning first, but I was kind of hitting him up first. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to let him hit me up first on that Saturday, since he did not hit me up last. So that Saturday goes, I go to work. I had picked up a shift and everything like that. That's why we had moved hanging out that Saturday to that Friday, because I had picked up a shift that Saturday. So, that Saturday I'm at work. He didn't message me, no good morning, no nothing. I go through my shift and everything, and I'm just like, okay. I didn't want to bother him, because I'm like, okay, maybe I'm hitting him up too much with tea. Okay. Nothing. So after my shift, I hit him up first. No response. So I'm like, okay, he could be busy with work and everything like that. That's cool. People are busy. I don't get no response or nothing. So then I hit him up again. After I hit him up again, no response. So I'm like, what is going on here? Like, what is going on? So then Sunday comes around. I think I tried calling him and he didn't pick up too. So Sunday comes around, I tried calling him and he didn't pick up. That's when I hit the message. If you didn't want to talk to me no more and everything like that, you could have just told me that after hanging out with me. If you didn't like what you see or some of the things that I answered you did not like and everything like that, you could have just told me that. Like, that was tea. Like, you know, you could have just told me. You could have been honest instead of doing all of this, instead of ignoring me, because that's one thing that I hate. And I told him that. Don't ignore me. Don't, if you have something to say, just say that. But you over here got me going to run around, or my mind is my worst enemy at times. So you have my mind going, thinking of what did I do wrong, or what did this go wrong, or da da da. Just tell me so then I can move on. So it's like you doing that, you're playing with me. No response. Now it's festering. Now you're starting to piss me off. Like, now you're really making me mad. So Saturday night comes and he hits me up. He's calling. And he calls and I start going off. Again, I'm saying the same thing in the message. If you didn't want to be bothered with me, if you didn't want to talk to me, you could have just told me that instead of doing all of this and saying that you would and that you really wanted to get to know me and that you really wanted to lock in and this and this and that. Like, I'm just going off. And he's like, I'm so sorry. You're absolutely right. I just need to talk to you right now. Can I just see you right now? I just need to talk to you. So I'm just like, I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm mad right now. Like, no. And he's just like, no, like, I have to show you something. And once you see, like, you'll really know why I have been quiet these last couple of days. Like, honestly, just let me show you. You want me to be honest? I'm going to be honest. The most I'm going to be. And either you're going to talk to me, it's foreshadowing. You're either going to talk to me now after this, or you're not going to talk to me again. But I just got to be honest with you. Can I just show you da-da-da? So I'm just like, okay. He asked, can I meet at your house? And I was like, no. We could meet at a gas station. Not the same gas station, but we could meet up at a gas station. It's public, it's bright out and everything, because it was getting darker. It was getting like 8, 9 at this point. So he's like, cool. No, when I said that, I was like, where do you want to meet up? And he was like, I'll go wherever you want me to go. I'll meet you up wherever you want me to meet up. I just need to talk to you. And I hate that, because at stuff like that, I'm just like, heartstrings. He's trying. Like, look at him. Oh my goodness, he's gonna meet me at the ends of the earth, and I asked him to. Like, oh my gosh, like, he's trying. So I'm just like, okay, where do you want to meet and everything? And then I was like, let's meet at the gas station. Boop, hang up. Nope. Boop. I called my sister and I called Bianca, and I'm telling them about it and everything. And both of them said, I didn't call them at the same time, but both of them said the same thing. They're like, I think he's pregnant. I think he's going to tell you that he got a girl pregnant. Like, he's going to tell you, show you an ultrasound. And honestly, I wish he would have showed me that instead of what he had told me. I really do. But she was like, I think it's going to be an ultrasound. Because I was like, can't be no baby. No baby could be in the backseat, because, honey, he's been in jail for 16 years, just got out for 3 months. Ain't no way. Now, he could have gotten a girl pregnant, and he's going to show me an ultrasound picture, but I was like, it can't be no baby. And then I was like, if it was a child, that child is grown in high school, 16. Like, no, can't be that. I go to the gas station, and it kind of has me waiting. I'm like, okay, what's going on? I legit had to call him, and he's like, oh, I had to find my way because, again, he's been in jail all this time, only been out 3 months. He doesn't know his way around yet. So, he was like, I had to find my way, had to put it on maps and everything. I'm there. So I'm on the phone with Bianca, FaceTimed, and I'm just like freaking out. She's like, girl, I could see the wheels turning. Like, I could see you thinking. And I'm just like, I don't know what he's going to show me. And also, I had a bad feeling. I don't know what it was, but I'm just like, it was so bad. Bianca, we don't stay in the same city. He lives like 2 hours. Yeah, 2 or more hours from me. And I sent her my location, because I'm just like, you're the last person I talked to on the phone. Even though my sister already has my location, we'll have my location too, because I talked to you last. I sent her my location. I'm like, I just have a bad feeling about this, because I don't know what he's going to say. Mind is racing. I don't know what he's gonna say. He pulls up, I get off on the phone with her, and I get out the car, and I'm just standing there, not even facing him, because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. He gets out his car, and I could hear him. My back is towards him, and you know, this way. Out the car, and I could just hear him puffing and puffing and struggling. Like, I think he was putting like a t-shirt on or doing something like just that. So we get there, and the gas station is like this small little plaza. So he was like, can we walk around? Like, I just don't want to be around people. Can we walk around? He asked me while we were on the phone. He was like, I passed by this park. Do you want to like sit at this park? By this time, it's dark. It is dark. I don't know what you have to show me. So I'm like, no, there's a church across the street. They used to have like a playpen that was lit up for like at night for the kids that want to play basketball like towards nighttime. Unfortunately, it's not lit anymore. But I was like, you know, we could walk there because it's still across from the gas station where people could see me. Because, honey, what is going on? Cool. So we're walking around, and that's when we had noticed that it was too lit. So we just kind of walked around the plaza and the gas station a couple of times. Now, at this point, I'm going to tell y'all everything that he had told me. Again, I'm not trying to get in no types of trouble, so I'm going to switch some words out. You could, you know, use the context clues to figure out what he kind of said, but, you know, yeah. And I'm going to say it in the way he said it, so then y'all can kind of feel like how I felt. So we're walking around, and he starts off just like this. Yeah, I'm really sorry that I really haven't talked to you for the last couple of days. I've been going through it. Like, I've been boxing my demons for these last 2 days. These 2 days I haven't even been home. Like, my grandma been looking for me. She don't get it, but my mama should be getting it. I haven't even been there. I've been at my homeboy's house, but I haven't been well these last 2 days. I've been boxing my demons. Like, when I was in jail, I used to box my demons real bad. You know, I've been in there 16 years. I've been really boxing my demons, and I've been doing some real bad things. Like, lately, I'm just doing really, really bad, and I just had to get away. I'm just going to talk to you because I had to box my demons to get myself together, and it's just really, really bad. And, you know, the last 2 days, I've been doing some really bad stuff, and I had gotten to fight some people, and they had got their blood on my shirt and everything like that. Like, I look a mess. Don't I look a mess? Like, I don't even be looking like this, and my shirt is a mess. My shirt ripped, and I got people's blood on it. Like, I've been really a mess, and it's just really, really bad, and I just really wanted to be with you, and I just wanted to lock in with you, but things have been going really bad, and I've been boxing my demons, and this has happened before. Like, the first one that I had got out, I had did this, and it's only last 2 days this time, and sometimes it's really bad, but it's not always bad, but my mom will understand, but hopefully you understand. Like, once we lock in and everything like that, you'll understand, and you'll really ground me and everything like that. You'll understand what's going on, but it's really bad, and my homeboy, he be trying to help me and hold me down and everything like that and get it together, but so much been going on. And I've been talking to my therapist, because I go to therapy, and my therapist, they just trying to like give me pills and everything like that and medications, and the medication, I don't want to be walking like this, like a zombie. I want to be up, I want to be talking, and I can't do that and everything. If I try to tell them what's going on with me, because I really be boxing my demons, so I have to tell them this, and I really, really be bad, and I be doing other stuff. I told you that I'd be doing a party favors and everything like that. And like, how could I tell you that? You know, how could you want to be with me if you don't even want somebody smoking cigarettes? And I do party favors. And it just helped me out. And it's really bad. It'd be expensive. Like, it really do be expensive, but it helps me out, and it just keeps me grounded. I promise y'all not. That's exactly how he was talking and things that he was saying for like 30 minutes to an hour. I got maybe 5 words in. Maybe 5 to 10 words in this whole time that we are talking, and we are talking and walking. Well, he is talking. I'm just walking with him around this plaza, and he's just telling me things about how he's boxing his demons and how his demons been having him do some stuff. In the last 2 days, he had hurt some people and got into a fight and got, you know, blood on his shirt and everything, and he had legit his shirt inside out, and he was like, this is bad, and this isn't the first time that he has done some bad stuff, and he really be boxing his demon, but he feel like if he gets like in a relationship and has a family and a kid and someone to hold him down, that it will be all right. Like, legit, I was terrified. I was thinking, what did I get myself into? What did I get myself into? This was not the same guy that I met just Friday. This is not the same guy I met Tuesday. This is not the same guy I've been talking to on the phone for not even close to a week. What is going on? And just like what he was saying just made me realize, baby, was doing some substances. And I guess, I don't know if it ran out or what happened, but baby was doing some substances to make him even. And he was basically saying that he does do those party favors and he be all right and it's expensive. And, you know, he basically was like, do the party favors. Don't let the party favors do you.
Make that money, girl.
Don't let it make you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I can still function as long, and he kept saying that I can function, I can work. So as long as he was functioning with the party favors, it's not bad that he did the party favors. Yeah, no, but he also was saying that he was tweaking and that he was boxing his demons and that he didn't want to go to therapy because the therapist would put him on medication that just made him like act sluggish and he didn't want that. And also with the fact of I was too green for this stuff, but he was like, I'll teach you this stuff. I don't want to know. And I had even told him, if you are saying that my world, he legit was like, your world is different from mine and everything. It's better. If you are saying that my world is better than what you are going through, wouldn't you want to leave what you're going through and enter my world? Instead of he was saying that I would teach you. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to teach you this stuff. I don't want to know. I'm all right with being oblivious with some stuff. I'm all right with being green and everything. Like, he always thought I was uppity. I'm not trying to hurt anybody, but he would always, and his own friends even called me Miss White Girl because the way I talked and how my voice was and how I didn't have knowledge on some things. They would call me Miss White Girl, Mrs. White Girl, Miss White Girl. So it's just like, if you feel like my life is better and you know that I am this way, why are you trying to put me into that one? And I used to get upset because it's like, I love my color and I know my color and I love my culture and everything like that. Granted, I'm not ratchet or nothing like that. I was like, but I can walk some places and not be like, oh my gosh, clutch my purse or something. But it's just like, I'm not a white girl. I'm not a white girl. So it's just like, but still, why would you want me to be in the trenches of that when you know that the lifestyle that I live is nice, it's decent, it's good, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, huh? We were walking around and there was a time to where he's like going off, well, not going off, but talking. And he was like, can I hold your hand? And I legit stopped and I looked at him. He was like, come on, please, can I just hold your hand? And I'm thinking, if it, you know, keeps me safe, if I have my safety, then yeah. But while we were walking, all I could think was, I want to go home. 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 What is this? I want to go home. I want to go home.
I wanna go home. I wanna go home.
I want to go home. Like, I'm scared. I want to go home. It's getting dark out. I want to go home. He wants to walk everywhere and he keeps saying like, can we leave? Can we go to a park? No, I want to go home. I want to go home. So we're walking and, you know, he's still explaining himself and saying everything of what he was going through. And he was like, I know this probably scare you off and everything like that. I said, well, it is a lot to know. And again, this is my first, if I did get in a relationship with you, this would be my first real relationship. This is a lot to handle, to go through, you know, when this would be my first time. And you're older than me, 6 years older than me. And this is what I listen, let's say that I did say, forget it, I'm going to help him. And I did have a child by him. I can only be mad at myself if my child ended up the same way that he did, because this is what he is showing me. If somebody tells you who they are, believe them.
Maya Angelou said it best. She said, if someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Like, for real, because he is showing me exactly how he is, how he thinks, what his mind is going through. And if I was just like, okay, and then decide to have a child with him and then be surprised if I have a whole Jeffrey freaking Dahmer, come on, I can't blame nobody but myself at this point. So after he is I don't know, confessing his sins. I don't know what it is, but he's just telling me all of this stuff. I have to go home. I want to go home. I'm scared. I can't stay with you. And he wanted to be like, he even said, well, let me wait. But, you know, I wanted to go home. So we're walking to my car and I'm sitting in my car and he, you know, he's acting like he's about to go home, but he was like, nah, I can't go home right now. I just have to walk around. I just have to blow basically steam. So he was like, is there a lake by here? Can I walk around a lake? Is there a lake by here? So I'm like, I think. And he was like, can you look up a lake for me? While he has his own phone in his hand, can you look up a lake for me? Like, I just, a lake that's close by. I just need to like blow off some steam and everything like that. And I'm like, well, do you want to go to the park or whatever one that you had saw? And he was like, I don't remember where that's at. So can you look up a lake for me and everything like that? So I'm just like, okay. So I'm looking up some lakes that are close by and I'm just letting him know while I'm in my car and he's at the driver's seat. He's still ranting. He's still ranting. And he's just like, basically like, man, I just feel like, you know, if I have my family and everything, if I have a kid and everything, I'll just settle down. Like, you could come, because again, he's taking care of his grandmother. He's at his grandmother's house, and he's like, you could just come into my grandmama's house. Like, I know you over here thinking, like, why would I leave my house for you to come to a house with somebody, other people and everything? But I promise my grandma gonna love you. Like, you're a good woman. Like, she gonna love you. She gonna see what you're gonna do for me and how you gonna bring me up and keep me grounded and everything like that. And now we gonna lock in. Like, she gonna love you. Like, she gonna have a problem at first, but that's just gonna be between me and her. But she gonna... Sir.
What?
You think I'm going to leave where I live, the comfort of my home, to stay with you and your grandmother? Yes, you were right. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? Like, why is it? And then again, he just kept saying about like having a child. He really thought that if he had a child and somebody, his baby mom or somebody to hold him down, all the things that was going wrong in his head or the demons he was battling was just gonna go away. Because I have something to fight for now. I have a family now. I have a child now. So the demons that I'm boxing are gonna go away. Yeah, no. So he's saying all of that, and while he's going off, I'm legit sitting in my car, like leaned back. My head is like looking out the window while he's going off, because it's like, I just want to leave. So while he's doing all that, he stops and he looks at me in the window, and I'm sitting there looking at him, and he goes, man, why don't you just marry me, man? Oh, and at that point, I press record. And y'all are going to hear the rest of the conversation of what happened all the way until I had left.
Like, you be my like, that's all I need. Like, for real. I know what I need. You ain't gotta worry about me hurting. I'm gonna do nothing but to build us. I'm gonna treat you like a queen. I'm gonna show you a real ass relationship. I'm gonna put a couple kids in you. Like, I'm gonna treat you right, bro. And your family the same way. Because I want a big, happy circle around me. To the point that, guess what? The world is just our little circle world. Our families together, that's it.
So you think making me a wife will...
Really, this coming out this is stressful. I really don't like being out. That's why I'm building this circle, because then I'll be in my little happy place. I've been here too long, so
You have to go. I will see you later.
Alright, go ahead and leave. Everybody else do.
So you're gonna put that on me because I have to go home?
Why I can't go home with you? Why you can't sit there and rub my back and tell me a little bedtime story and tell me go to sleep? Put me to sleep. Feed me and put me to sleep. You don't want to get tricked like a kid.
And you saying that I'm the perfect one to do that?
You can do it. Everybody else out here like, I don't want it. They out here, they trying to dope. You don't want this shit. Go ahead and leave.
I want you to be safe, please.
I'll be alright.
I'll talk to you later.
It's not my freaking fault. Oh gosh, it's not my freaking fault. Oh gosh, what the hell did I get into? What did I get into? What the hell did I get into? Well, as y'all could see, like, he got mad at me that I wanted to leave. He hit them, you gonna leave me like them other suckers. Like, he really hit one of those. And I'm just like, yeah, I got to go home. Like, what is going on here? I was like, how did this happen? How did this happen? How did this happen? I legit was a little bit terrified based off of how he moved, and again, him just wanting to get me pregnant. Like, that was his biggest thing. He just wanted to get me pregnant. Here it is, not even in this month, probably half a year. If we did lock in 6 months, I would have been pregnant if it was up to him. He said by January of next year, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to put a baby in you. What is going on here? This man just legit wanted to get me pregnant. He just wanted to get me pregnant. After that, I went home. I did not talk to him again. He had called me, I think maybe once or twice. Like, the next 2 days, he tried calling me and I did not pick up. Because then that would have been my own trouble. After that, I'm opening Pandora's box. Like, you know for sure, all these red flags that were there, that you finally saw, him always bringing up kids, him and this whole party favors. And yes, it was red flags. Red flags. Me thinking that, oh, he's a different person because, no, he was institutionalized. So many times he had brought up trying to find the guy that I was talking to, institutionalized. What were you going to do, beat him up? Like, a lot of things that he did. He didn't like really being in public or with places with a lot of people. I mean, I guess you only been out 3 months, but there's so many things to where I just tried to wipe it off, or I was so green about it that I was like, oh, it's going to be all right. If I'm around, he's going to be fine. And that's what he wanted, and it would have messed me up so bad. So bad. I have not heard from him or seen him since. There are some places, like, I don't go to the gas station he works at. I don't go to a couple of places that he talked about because I was nervous. I did not know what was going to happen, if I was going to see him, what would happen if I did see him again. I was nervous. Still laying a little bit low. Not even going to lie to you. Alrighty, y'all, that is all I have for this crazy story time. Very crazy story time. Oh my goodness. And that is not the only crazy story time that I have to talk about, because again, I have to still say about how I got fired on my day off. That is a crazy story as well, but that is all I do have for this time. Please, again, like, comment, and subscribe. Become a part of this family if you have not already as well. Leave a comment. It helps. Please like the video. It helps. Please become a part of this family as well. Again, say I like your clothes, I like your hair, I like your makeup. It does help, okay? Also, follow me on my social media. That is in the description box below. Until I do see y'all again, I will talk to y'all later. Love you, mean it. Bye.